What's up, everyone? Today is a day I've been waiting for a very long time. In front of me, we have, well, a box. But inside that box is another box. But inside of that box, we have a brand new, updated MacBook Pro 2020 13-inch to unbox here today. At least I hope that's what's in here. I also ordered an Easy Bake Oven, but I'm pretty sure this is the MacBook. Anyway, there's only one way to find out, so what we're gonna have to do is crack this baby open and get a whiff of that good old factory sealed metal. Alright, so we did determine it is the MacBook Pro 2020 in that box. Let's open this up now. Oh, it's got a little plastic tab here that we can pull for ease of opening, I guess. Let's go. You can't hear a thing. That's awesome. Alright, ready? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Here we go. I got it in space gray because I feel like if you're getting silver, you're doing it all wrong. Space gray is so futuristic. Space gray is like the Tesla of laptops, you know? Oh, that's thin. And light. Ooh, wow, that's nice. Stick this right here for now. All right, we got designed by Apple in California. If all the unboxings I've watched are correct, there is stickers in here, hopefully. A little manual, a little warranty card. Come on, I just want the stickers. Ooh, there they are, the space gray stickers. Okay, then we also have the charging brick, you know, this thing here, pretty standard charging brick. And then we got this USB-C charging cable, because for some reason Apple likes changing their cord every 2 years, but us, the mindless consumer, does nothing about it. And now for the MacBook. Whew, look how you can't even see the laptop on this table. That's how thin it is. And it's the MacBook Pro. It's not the Air, I promise. I checked. My current laptop is a early 2015 MacBook Air 11-inch, so it's tiny. The funny thing is, it's the same width as this Mac, but that's because the bezels on the side are so thick that the screen is tiny. It's an 11-inch screen here. And you know, this computer served me well in the past. I got it refurbished about 5 years ago when I started high school, and it worked well for like everything I needed. But as I get more and more into like graphic design, photography, and you know, even edit the occasional YouTube video, this thing could not handle it. So we got the base model. If you're not familiar, Apple's redesign of the 13-inch is actually two different laptops. One of them has the 2 Thunderbolts and it's the base model. It's got the 8th gen Intel processor chip, whatever that means. There's something about just unboxing Apple products that is just so satisfying. The smell, the sound, the sleek design. You know, Apple, if you're watching this for whatever reason, I actually have a business proposition for you. I would seriously consider a subscription service where every month you brought in your laptop, however old it was, and they wrap it up like it's new, put it in a nice box, put some plastic around it, and every month for like 20 bucks, you can just reopen your Apple product as if it were brand new. I'm telling you, I would pay Netflix level subscription money for something like that. I've actually never had a brand new computer in the past. I've always gotten refurbished, but it was like the perfect storm. My computer literally kept crashing and just would not work for certain tasks. So literally right as I needed a new computer, they came out with this one. And if you're a student, you actually get discounts on these. I think it was like 200 bucks off, which is a lot of money. So technically it's like an educator discount, so teachers, students, whatever. Also, there's no verification process. Just type in Apple education discount and it'll take you to a separate page. But there is just, did not have to put in my school email or anything. So Do with that information what you will. Maybe you're an educator, but I'm not condoning anything. But since we were able to get $200 off, we used $100 to upgrade to 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's the only upgrade I recommend if you're getting the base model. Aside from that, if you upgrade a bunch of things, just get the higher end model, and then you'll get the 4 Thunderbolt ports, the dual fans. I heard someone explain what RAM is, and it stuck with me, and it's such a good way of thinking about it if you don't know what that is. Your RAM is like your tabletop. So 8 gigabytes of RAM, you have a small tabletop. So you can put a few tasks on there at once, but you only have a limited tabletop. 16 gigabytes of RAM is gonna give you a bigger tabletop. So you can put a bunch of tasks on at once. It doesn't determine how fast you get through the task, but it's really just the more RAM, the bigger the table, and the more things you can put on. The more Chrome tabs you could have open, the more video editing, photo editing softwares you can have open at once. So mainly if you are a member of my generation that has really short attention spans and needs to open up a bunch of tabs and documents and everything, then upgrade your RAM to the 16 gigabytes. It'll save you the hassle in the long run. And especially if you're using the educator discount, then you're still saving $100. So, okay, I hear this turns on right as we open it up, so let's switch to that camera right there and see if that happens. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. Ready? Another satisfying one. Look at that. Yo, that's awesome. I even do anything. Does it see me? Does it know I'm here? Okay, well, this is setting up my iCloud now that I've put in all my information. Let's just compare this one to my old MacBook Air. Can we just look at the difference and acknowledge just how clean this one looks compared to that? This one is just like next level. All right, that fell. Hey Siri, open the documents folder. Hey Siri, show my downloads. Siri will now recognize my voice. This is a big question. Choose my look, light or dark. I'm gonna go dark. Actually, no, we're gonna go auto, so at night it switches to dark. The Mac is officially setting up. In the meantime, let's talk specs, all right? Again, nerdy part of the video coming up. So if you really don't like me talking about nerdy specs for whatever reason, just like double tap a bunch of times to the right and it'll skip 10 seconds ahead. So this MacBook has a 1.4 gigahertz quad core 8th generation Intel Core i5 processor. It's not the newest Intel processor, which would be the 10th gen, but from everything I've seen, there's such a small increase from the 8th gen to the 10th gen processor that no shot is it worth like $300 to upgrade to a 10th gen processor. It can turbo boost up to 3.9 gigahertz. It's got an Intel Iris Plus graphics. Now the standard base model, like I said, is 8 gigabytes of RAM. This one is upgraded to 16 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, it's got 256 gigabytes of SSD storage, which is solid state drive. That just means there's no actual spinning components. One of the biggest improvements, they finally got rid of those butterfly keyboards, and finally we have a Magic Keyboard, which even just from setting up the Mac feels amazing. It's really easy to type. The one either downside or plus side, however you look at it, is it does have a Touch ID bar at the top. You either love that or you hate that. Personally, I don't mind it. Some people would rather have physical keys up there, but I do like the fact that, it'll pre-select emojis if I'm texting. And like I said, the one other spec on this is it does have the 2 Thunderbolt ports on the side and not 4, but those are the only 2 ports aside from the one headphone jack there, which I'm surprised they didn't get rid of since they get rid of every port on the sides. And since they did get rid of every port that's not a USB-C or a headphone jack, you do need some sort of adapter, so I haven't opened this one yet. I got this adapter from Amazon. It's also in space gray. You can buy stuff like this on Apple's site, but it's gonna be super expensive, like $70 for a simple adapter. And this one's nice and slim too. Like I said, space gray, look at that, whoa. I'll link this one down below, as well as a few others that I'd recommend. I'll also link this Mac down below. This one's got like standard USB ports, SD card jack, HDMI port, micro SD card jack. So you can plug in all your fancy adapters, which is nice. Ooh, and this lights up blue. That's cool. First impressions of this laptop, I'm super impressed. I really like the look and feel of it. The speakers are supposed to be really good. It's pretty late, so I'm not gonna test them out now. So the question you're probably asking yourself, and the main reason why you clicked on this video, is which MacBook should I buy? And I could literally make an entire video on this topic, but I wanna group it in with the unboxing. So I'll keep it brief and just say my key takeaways. The right Mac comes down to what you're using it for. If you're a student or teacher and you mainly use your computer for a lot of typing, maybe browsing the web, watching some videos, something that you don't need a lot of processing power for, I would go with the MacBook Air. It's the cheapest of the lineup. It's under $1,000. You get the Magic Keyboard. It's got all the updated specs for this year, and it comes in under $1,000. So it's a great entry level if you don't need a lot of processing power. And now if you edit like videos, photos, or use programs like InDesign, Photoshop, and maybe, big maybe on this one, After Effects, because that one's like very graphics intensive, then pick yourself up a 13-inch MacBook. Now finally, if you're editing like a ton of 4K footage, doing like coding or gaming even, then level up even further to the 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's the closest you're gonna get to like iMac level on a laptop. It's bigger, so you're gonna have a much bigger footprint if you try and travel with that thing. And if you're like me and you scroll through websites and you wanna just upgrade everything to the max just to see how expensive you could turn something, if you do that with the 16-inch, you could get that thing to a whopping $5,539. That is equivalent to the price of a 2010 Honda Civic, so you decide. I know a lot of you are thinking you need to upgrade your laptop right now because quarantine has pushed our machines to their limits. We've never been on our computers more, so I hope this video helps you make the decision if you do need to upgrade your Mac. I'm super happy. This is gonna do everything I need it to for 5, maybe even 10 years to come. We'll see. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you out as you decide if you're gonna get this Mac or not. If you like this video and specifically like the quality of this video, come back on Friday because I just upgraded all my camera equipment and I'm gonna unbox all of this with you on Friday. So come back, you'll see everything I got. You'll see the new camera I'm filming on right now. No spoilers in the meantime, but you'll see this camera. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you want to be notified about that video on Friday. Or you can just remember and come back. You don't have to hit the bell, but if you have a terrible memory like myself, subscribing might save you a little trouble. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.